Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So as it turns out, there's a randomizer for Explorers of Sky. So that's cool. So yeah, we're gonna be doing that today. And like, before anyone says, "Oh, why aren't we doing a rescue team randomizer first?" Well, it doesn't exist. So, does it randomize me? Well, yes, technically. The stories are random, so you can be anyone up to Shaman. Because, like, for some reason, this game is Gen 4, technically, but, like, it doesn't have Arceus. Like, Arceus is not in the game for some reason, and Shaman wasn't in Explorers of Time and Darkness, because they weren't officially revealed yet, I guess, but we all knew they existed. And honestly, I'm pretty sure I already did the Arceus Azure Flute event before even Explorers of Time and Darkness, so it was kind of stupid, but whatever. Also, I have to reset the game first. You have to see the intro. It's amazing now. Okay, so, like, you know, this right here, exactly the same. Just wait for it. Okay, like, the player character... Like, the player characters in the intro aren't random either, but, like, look at this. They've randomized all the characters in the intro, too. Team Charm is so cursed now. Like, although, like, getting attacked by a swarm of Starly, that's pretty terrifying. Look at that. It's amazing. Yeah, the NPCs and characters in the game are random, too. Just because. Beautiful. And, like, the title screen music is also randomized. And this is what it came up with. This extremely ominous, foreboding music. And also, like, the randomizer itself is, like, really well made. Like, it tells you what version of the randomizer you used, the seed, and, like, apparently there was, like, an NPC on Crossroads that'll tell you the settings you used, too. Hold on, let me open it. It's like the UI for it is also pretty good. Look at this really nice UI. The chapter's also random, and you can put in literally anything you want. And like the personality quiz you can customize too. It's like really good. It only has like 6 stars on GitHub. I think it's based on like Sky Temple, which is like a ROM hacking tool for Explorers of Sky, which also is way better than it has any right to be. My only issue with the randomizer is that it takes a while to randomize everything, but like, that's it. Okay, no settings yet. Alright, let's just play the video game. Welcome This is the portal that leads to the world inhabited only by Pokémon. Beyond this gateway, many new adventures and fresh experiences await your arrival. Before you depart for your adventure, you must answer some questions. Be truthful when you answer them. Don't lie on them. You will die. Freedom, imprisonment. It's all an illusion. I Okay, I'm pretty sure this wasn't in the game. I have harnessed the harness. I don't know. Would you rather become a furry or a weeb? I'm gonna go with weeb. There's a rumor around a ghost haunting the school bathrooms. What do you do? Scary bathrooms. Although, honestly, I wouldn't actually go in there. Everyone's sharing a dessert, and there's an extra piece. What do you do? I'd probably let everyone know, because odds are, I'd probably only eat the one piece and then be done. Mud. Kip. Mud. Kip. Do you exist? Oh god. I think. Choose well. The power of the warrior, the guardian, or the mystic. I know this has to be a reference to something. I would go with mystic. I do like magic, but it depends on how good magic is in this game. But there isn't magic in this game. Does Pokemon count as magic? I'll just say mystic, I guess. How are your mornings? Always in a rush. Always perfect. They're okay. They're okay. You run into a new person that you haven't talked to very much before. What do you do? Make small talk, say nothing, make an excuse to get away. Yeah, no, I would just sit there saying nothing. Are you male or female? Male. Now your aura will be analyzed. Your aura is the energy that you radiate. Calm. Relax, calm yourself. Now press your fingertip gently on the bow. And by press, I mean put your mouse cursor over it. Although, I once held my dick to the DS screen to get a different result. Bruh. Anyway. Honestly, considering half the questions for this were made up, this probably won't be very accurate. Your aura is an uplifting pink. Sure. Thank you for answering all those questions. You seem to be the naive type. You're so open and innocent. Okay, this is accurate. What a strong sense of curiosity you have, and you state your opinions purely, sharing exactly what you think. You also have an artistic spirit that isn't restrained by social conventions. You startle people with your spontaneity, whatever that word, however you pronounce that word, and vision. But when you overdo it, other people can have a hard time keeping up with you. Have you noticed people looking at you oddly? As if for no apparent reason? So, a naive, innocent person like you? A Bagon. I mean... okay, so, like... this works like Super Mystery Dungeon with the Randomizer. So if you don't like what you have, you can just pick whichever one you want. A Scizor, Empoleon, Poliwrath, Monkeyhito, Gulpin, Bagon, Feebas. Oh man. Flygon. I'm actually kind of tempted to pick Flygon. I didn't know people like Grumpig. Scizor's cool. Empoleon's cool. Poliwrath's cool. Electabuzz is cool. I got Poliwag and Poliwrath. I don't know, man. Do I pick Flygon or Scizor? That's the question. This is an important decision, trust me. No, I'm not picking Gulpin. This is not up for debate. I don't actually. Hold up 1 second. Okay, so coin flip. Heads Flygon, tails Scizor. Alright, we'll go with Scizor then. Yeah, sure, let's be a Scizor. Finally, who will be your partner? Alright. Oh my god. Yeah, apparently the different things, or that like mystic thing that was Kingdom Hearts, apparently, that makes sense. Alright, so I'm not gonna pick Celebi, but that's actually really funny because Celebi is an important character in the game normally. Shaming. Oh my god. Literally. The freaking game, like the mascot, you can just have a partner. As a partner. Oh my god. Oh. Alright. I'm not gonna pick a legendary. But honestly, I'm actually kinda tempted for Gastrodon. Because that would mean I only have one weakness, and then my partner only has one weakness. And we actually do cover each other's weaknesses pretty nicely. I mean, I want to be opposed in Muck, but yeah, let's go with Gastrodon. Alright. Alright, so I'm gonna try and nickname every Pokemon that I recruit. But I'm only gonna use the random word generator for my own name. So honestly, yeah, sure. I can name him Gaster. Yeah, I like that. Is Gaster okay? Yeah. That's it, you're all ready to go. Now I'm just gonna throw you onto a beach, have fun. Chapter 1. This is so poggers. If the game crashed, we wouldn't really lose anything. It doesn't really matter what the personality test comes out to be, because you can just pick what you want. Wow. Yeah, these chapter names are randomized too, and they can be whatever you want. There's a bunch of presets though. I only skimmed over some of it. I put subscribe in there, so maybe we'll get that one at some point. Oh. Debut self-gaster crashes the game. Ugh. Where am I? I can't. Drifting off. Oh my god, I'm a bug. Okay, cool. We got the good color for this. No, I refuse to be paralyzed by this any longer. This is it. I have to steal my courage today. Okay, there's some, thinking about it, there's something objectively hilarious about picking a legendary for your partner, and they're just like, oh, I'm so shy, I can't go to the place to become an explorer. Oh no, I'm only the god of time. That was too shocking. Whoa. I can't work up the courage to go in after all. I told myself this would be the day, but I thought that holding on to my personal treasure would inspire me. I just can't do it. I'm such a coward. This is so discouraging. Oh my god. Hey, Burmy. Did you get a load of that? You bet I did, Magnuson. That little wimp that was pacing around had something good, right? The wimp had something, that's for sure, said the Burmy. Oh my god. Do we go after it? Yeah. Okay. I hope that I can remember who's who when it comes to NPCs, or else this is gonna get confusing pretty quickly. I mean, that'd be a pretty neat theory. Oh, it's like really early on, though. I'd imagine most people watching this have played this to some extent, but you know. When the weather's good, the Snorlax come out at sundown and blow bubbles. Sure. All those bubbles catching the sun's rays off the waves. It's always beautiful. This is where I always come when I'm feeling sorry for myself. It makes sense because I'm a water type, but it always makes me feel good here, like always. Snorlax section. What? Coming here is uplifting. It cheers me up. Hey, what's that? What's going on over there? Ah. A bug has collapsed on the sand. What happened? Are you okay? I don't know, man. You're awake. That's a relief. Where am I? You weren't moving at all. I was really worried. Remember how you ended up unconscious out here? I was unconscious? What happened? Well, I'm Gaster. Nice to meet you. And who are you? I've never seen you around before. What? You're a human? Oh, yeah. We don't actually have to play as Riolu and Shinx. What a glorious day. You look like a totally normal Scizor to me. It's true. I've been turned into a bug. Scizor. But how did this happen? I don't remember anything. You're a little odd. Are you pulling some kind of trick on me? Aw, no. No. I am being absolutely serious. Alright, your name? What's your name? My name? That's right, my name is... Alright, random word generator. What's the name? Drum. Alright, our name is Drum. You know, could you use these pincers as, like, drumsticks? Maybe you could. Oh, Drum is your name. Okay. Well, you don't seem to be a bad Pokemon, at least. Sorry that I doubted you. More and more bad Pokemon have been turning up lately, see. Many Pokemon have gone aggressive lately. Things have been grown somewhat lawless. Oh, speaking of which, we're gonna steal your stone. Well, I beg your pardon. Okay, look, there's just something objectively hilarious about a Burmy and a Magneton just ganging up on a Gastrodon and stealing the rock. Like, neither of them could take a Gastrodon in this situation, let's be honest. What's the matter, scared? I didn't expect that you'd be such a big coward considering you're fully evolved. And can probably take both of us. Alright, let's get out of here. See you around, chicken. Imagine if they were a Torchic, though. That's a thing that could actually happen in-game. What should I do? That's my personal treasure. I guess it's lost forever. Alright, we gotta go to get it back. Want me to help you? Can I get you to help me? Yeah, sure. Really? You'll help? Alright, let's go. Fatal Lair. What? Okay, so like the... also, everything inside of dungeons are also random. The tile sets, the names, apparently, and the music. But I think that everything still scales like it would in the normal game. Oh my god. Okay, I was confused on how to open the menu. Because I know that there is an option to let you control the other party members like in newer games. I gotta just set options first, though. Alright, so I have Rollout, Fly, Rest, and Destiny Bond. Oh my god, Gaster has Thunderbolt. That is very useful. Okay. My moves kind of suck right now, though. Hold on. God, I forgot where it is. Yeah, I'm working. You know what? I'll figure that stuff out later. There's a Bellsprout right here. Oh my god. You have Reflect. Come on. I mean, do we really want Acid Armor? Okay, so that's how it works. You just, like, take turns and control everyone at once. Oh yeah, I don't have an inventory yet. Why is everything sticky? Everything is sticky. Also, I have absolutely no idea how many floors this has. I have a shop that I can't buy anything from yet. I'm hoping that it's only like 3 floors. Like the normal dungeon is. That is not the attack move. Okay, so I can do this for moves. That's really useful. Leveled up at least. I leveled up. I'll do better now. This seems easy. I honestly can't tell yet. Okay, does fly cut corners? That's the real question. No. God, I only have one good move. Yo, why you got Ice Beam? I'll try rollout. Thunderbolt, wonderful. Oh my god. What do you mean Thunderbolt was sealed? And also because I think this is a later dungeon. It looks like there's mechanics from like later on in the game already. I'm probably gonna waste this fly. Yep. Wow, we were gonna level up very quickly. I'm actually kind of okay with that. Why are you learning another move? Garb swap. No. Although luckily, the game's really generous when it comes to move relearning. You can just do that in town. I'll take that gummy though. IQ was good. Yeah, would you mind showing me what a wonder tile is? What does Ginseng do again? Oh yeah, you can use it to like boost the power of moves. You know what? I'm forcing you to power up Thunderbolt. Alright, we're gonna do this I think we have to do this the hard way. Yeah, here you go. Better Thunderbolt. Okay, those boxes are useful, but not right now. A rare fossil. A what? Okay, the original one is like 4 floors. I know that much. Oh my god. Can you die, please? Filthy gallery. I think the names might be randomized is what it is. But it seems like it's about the same floors as what it would normally be. There was also a random chance to be 10% lower or higher with the number of floors, so... Well, if it isn't our old if it isn't our old friend, the big chicken. Give me back what you stole from me. That's my personal treasure. It means everything. It's literally all I have. I barely even have a house. Treasure, you say? So that thing really is valuable, huh? It'd be worth more than we'd hoped for, I say. You ought to try selling it. Who knows? Maybe we'll get 50 gold for it. Oh, Poke. Oh, all the more reason to not give it back. We're completely broke. Wanted to act that badly, come and get it. By defeating us in combat. Okay, so this, like, combat mode is gonna be extremely good. Combat mode. This manual mode. Yeah, so Burmy is dead already. I have Egg Bomb, not Mud Bomb. A Thunderbolt it is. It has Volt Absorb, never mind. Roll out it is. This move is much better than I was expecting it to be. Ow, ow. Ouchie, ouch. We got roughed up. I mean, what did you expect? How do we get wiped out by whips like them? Ah, here we go. Take it then. Use your stupid rock. Don't think you're so awesome. Your victory was a fluke. Yeah, remember that. There's no way you'll beat us. The Burmian Magneton. Of presumably Team Skull, I'm pretty sure. And yes, that is actually a thing. Team Skull existed in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon before the main games. Oh man, I'm glad I got this back. It's only because you agreed to help me. Thank you, Drum. Thank you, seriously. Without you, I am literally nothing. I owe help because I happen to be there. Was that the right thing to do? I guess so. This Pokemon is clearly grateful. It's nice to be appreciated. Here's what they stole. This is a relic fragment. Well, at least that's what I started calling it. But this relic fragment, it's my precious treasure. You see, I've always liked legend and lore. I've always got so excited when I hear tales from the past. Don't you feel the same way? Don't you want to know everything about Dark Souls? How in Elden Ring, there's apparently some guy that's like gay for his brother or something. That's all I know about Elden Ring, anyway. Hidden troves full of treasure and strange relics. Uncharted territory is veiled in darkness, and new lands just waiting to be discovered. Such place must be full of an unimaginable gold and treasure. In history, wouldn't it be amazing to make historic discoveries? And also money, too. I'm completely broke. Help me. That's what I've always dreamed of. It's all exciting to me. So one day I happened to come across my relic fragment. I admit that it looks like junk. But, you know, look at it closer. There's, like, a symbol on it. I don't know what it means, but it looks cool. I've never seen a pattern like this. There must be some significance to this pattern. This relic fragment must be the key to legendary places, to areas where precious treasure lies. At least that's the feeling I get. Look at this photograph. That's when I want to join an exploration team. This fragment must fit into something somewhere. I want to discover where that is. I want to solve the mystery of my relic fragment. And it absolutely won't be important later. So earlier I tried joining an exploration team as an apprentice, but then those guys hunted me down. And then I was scared. What about you? What are you gonna do? Lost your memory and you somehow transformed into a Pokemon. You have anywhere to go? You have anywhere to go and stay after this? I'd presume not. That's kind of sad, but hey, want to form an exploration team with me? I'm convinced that I can form an effective exploration team with you, Drum. So, will you, please? Whoa, what should I do? I'm getting recruited out of the blue. Also, I'm pretty sure the randomizer made like different portraits for like every Pokemon in the game, which is really cool. I don't know what an exploration team is. What should I do? No. What? But I'm braver when I'm with you, Drum. You're so fantastic when we confronted Magneton and his sidekick. When I say that, I realized there was no ordinary Pokemon. I became convinced that you'd make a first-class explorer. So come on now, let's form an exploration team together. Are you? Huh? Am I what? Are you trying to talk me into it? What? Talk you into it? No. This is a decision that you must make of your own free will. I mean, yeah, I thought I could depend on you, but during that fight with Magneton earlier, having you there with me, I felt really brave. I think I could do anything as long as you're with me. So, come on, I'm begging you. Okay, sure. The illusion of free choice. It's true, I have nowhere to go. I don't have any clue what I should do next. So I guess I should do this. Alright then. Mystery Dungeon. Exploration Team. Thank you, we're gonna be a great combination. Let's make this work. First, we should go to Kingler's place and sign up as apprentices. Okay, if Kingler replaces Wigglytuff, I'm okay with that. That's where we need to train to become a first-rate exploration team. I'm sure the training will be very tough, but let's give it our best. Yeah. We barely have a pose. And so, Gaster and Drum formed an exploration team. This turned out to be very poggers. Their first step into many fantastic realms of adventure and that awaited their arrival. I can barely speak today. Man, that definitely won't be important later. Would you like to save the video game? Yes. Also, when I play this on Wii U, like, the saving is, like, instant. It's insane. Sans befriended your partner. Oh, God. Gaster, if a skeleton man comes up to you, run. This is Kingler's Guild. Oh my god. To form an exploration team, you need to register your team here, and then you have to train until you become a first-rate exploration team. Yikes. Isn't there something just a little odd about this place? No. I've got Rem with me this time. I can go I can do it. I can talk to other people. That is a very impressive skill, to be fair. Those footprints gastrodons. Wow. No, gotta be strong. You may enter. You know, how can they tell that someone's with you? With them? You know, aside from the fact they've been talking to someone this entire time. That's probably why. It said to stand up here. On this, grate. With very large holes. It's made so that no one can fall through, even though several Pokemon probably could fall through that. It's really strange. It looks like it'll tickle my feet, or... Hey, get on the grate, or else we will kill you. Okay. Whose footprint? What's the matter, Sentry? Sentry? What's wrong, Sentry Metagross? Oh my god. Metagross has the foot fetish. It's like, dude, I pay you to look at feet all day, and you can't even do that. The footprint is... maybe scissors. Maybe. But it's not a footprint that you normally see around here. It's pretty crummy, checking the footprints of visiting Pokemon. That's your job, isn't it, Metagross? To look at people's feet all day? I don't know. What? Are they arguing? Sorry to make you wait. It's true you don't see any scissor in these parts, but you don't see me bad. So, anyway, come on in. I'm sure you're okay. Yikes. I'm so nervous, so jittery. But I'm glad we're finally allowed in. My heart's pounding, though. Alright, let's go. It'll be fun. And it's like building to the side of a cliff, which is pretty neat. Wow. Why are there so many Franidos? So this is Kingdom's Guild. So many Pokemon. I wonder if they're all exploration teams. Excuse me. A Chatot been replaced by a nose pass. It was you that came in, right? Yes. I'm Nosepass. I'm the Pokemon that know around these parts. I am Kingler's right-hand Pokemon. Now, shoo, leave. We have no time for salespeople with silly surveys. Off you go. We've had it up to here with your scam calls. No, we want to form an exploration team. That's why we came. We're gonna be here. What? It's rare to see a kid like this want to apprentice at the guild. Even though you're fully evolved Pokemon. Especially given how hard our training is. Surely the steady stream of Pokemon that run away from a rigorous training proves how true that is. Excuse me. Are you saying that this is actual work? Never mind. What? No, I didn't say anything. Our training program is very easy. You can practically sleep while doing it. Anyway, just don't ignore what I said about that. Alright, let's get you signed up then. Anything wrong? Come here quickly, or else you will die. This is the guild's second underground floor. This is mainly where the apprentices work. This way. Wow, we're 2 floors on the ground. You can see outside. Well, yeah, it's built into a cliff, idiot. It's only natural you'd be able to see outside. Oh. Now here we are, the Guildmaster's chamber. Oh no. On no account, I repeat, on no account should you be discourteous to a Guildmaster. He will literally kill you. And that's not even a joke. Guildmaster, I present to you 2 Pokemon who wish to join our guild as apprentices. Guildmaster, hiya. I'm Kingler. I'm the guild's Guildmaster. Want to form an exploration team? Let's go for it. So, what's your team's name? We didn't think of that. What would be a good name for us? Pokepals? God, no. Alright, random word generator. The team name is Outline. Team Outline, sure. Is the name Outline okay? Outline. Team Outline. Yeah, that's a good name. It suits us. Because we have outlines around our sprites. I'll settle that. I'll register your team as Outline. All registered because I said so. Congratulations. From now on, you're an official exploration team. I present you with this in commemoration. You have an inventory now. Open it. Do it. Do it now. You got a badge, a map, and a bag. You have an inventory. That's your ID badge. There's a map, so that you can actually see where this is. There's a bag, so you can actually keep stuff. If you do good, we give you a bigger bag. That's it. That's all you get, mostly. A defense scarf. A pink bow. I know you get a different bow depending on how you did on the personality test. I don't know what they do, so I'm sure they will help you. Thank you. We'll do our best. Yeah, but you're only apprenticing right now, so do your best to train. We will. God. I'm never gonna get tired of that, am I? This is your room. Deal with it. Wow, we got beds. How luxurious. You will live here while you work for us. This is gonna get busy for you starting tomorrow, so rise early and start living up to our code. Or else he will kick you out and you will die on the streets. No pressure. Just sleep, that's all. Moon. Oh, you're still awake? What are they doing? My heart's been racing all day today, over every little thing. But I'm glad I finally made myself come here. I thought Kingler would be scary, but he seems pretty friendly. Aside from the fact he's probably gonna kill us one day. We're gonna experience all sorts of things starting tomorrow, but I'm not very scared. In fact, it's the other way around. Super excited about not dying. I'm feeling sleepy, so, good night. Now I'm suddenly apprenticing at the guild. I gotta admit, it's pretty exciting being on an exploration team. I didn't even exist yesterday, and it's fun to be friends with Gaster. But first things first, who am I? How did I turn into a Pokemon? How did I end up unconscious on that beach? I am sleepy. Whatever, man. I'm just gonna sleep. Oh my god. Is that seriously Scissor's sleeping animation? Oh god, that's such a mood. Did you know you can save the video game? The next morning. Hey, rise and shine. Oh, my head is pounding. But a ridiculously loud voice almost blasts my eardrums. Oh my god. I can't believe we're gonna be woken up by an angry Cyndaquil every day. You still asleep? Wake up. My poor ears. Come on, snap out of it. I'm Cyndaquil, and I'm a fellow apprentice. If you're late for a morning briefing, you'll be sorry, so move it. Guildmaster Kingler's got a big temper, so if you make him lose it, you will literally die, and that's not a joke. So anyway, I'm not about to get in trouble because you guys got up late. Like some kind of normal person. Because we wake up at like 6 a.m. probably. What did he say? Something about getting ready? Oh, yeah. That's right, we formed an exploration team. Oh no, we overslept. Like usual. You're late. And you know, there's also something funny about a Cyndaquil just being like the boss of a Metagross. Your voice is ridiculously loud. How are you so loud? You're just a Cyndaquil. Alright, morning address. The guild is in full attendance somehow. Wonderful. Please address the crew. I guess. Yup, he's wide awake. His eyes are wide open, but he's fast asleep. Thank you, sir. We all value your, words of wisdom and being half asleep. Now, the morning anthem. Yes, good, my slaves. What did I say? Anyway, get to work. Hooray. Everyone just evaporates. Oh my god. Alright, I guess that's just the top screen. It's useless. Anyway, how's it going, buddy? You shouldn't just be wandering around here. Go do something. Come this way. Please. You're just beginners. We'll have you start off with this assignment. This is job bulletin board. It's where you, like, get jobs and stuff, obviously. You're aware of the bad Pokemon are cropping up in greater numbers, right? Yeah, because the flow of time is getting messed up. It's wreaking havoc. Isn't that depressing? Which is why lots of bad Pokemon are appearing. The flow of time is getting messed up? Time? As in hours? In minutes? Did they mean something has gone wrong with time here? Oh god. Because of that more and more bad Pokemon are popping up? What's going on here? Precisely. Time is getting out of whack. It's serious business. We'll probably die if we don't do something about it. I know, there's like been an increase in number of jobs because of it, so we don't mind profiting off of it. In addition, it's unknown if this is because of time's influence. There's also been like a mass outbreak of mystery dungeons. You know, the thing that you're playing right now. The place where we found my relic fragment was a mystery dungeon. A mystery dungeon changes each time you go into it. It's almost like a roguelike or something. But, you know, not completely. Because you don't die permanently. It's like a roguelite. There is a distinction. In this essay, I will... If you faint in the middle of a dungeon, you lose items and money, but that's you don't, like, have to start the entire game over, which is very nice. Every time you go inside one, there's always new things to discover. They really are fantastic places to go exploring. Well, you're quite informed, aren't you? And that makes things much easier for me to explain. Jobs all take place in mystery dungeons, so let's look at a job you can do. Yeah, how about this one? Alright, let's read it. Hello, my name is Venonat. An outlaw has run off with my most prized possession, my precious pearl. That pearl is life itself to me. You know, I think this was not a spiel, a spoink, originally. I think that's his name. So, like, if the pearl falls off of their head, they, like, literally die, so it's pretty important. But I've heard my pearl has been sighted. It's said to be on a rocky bluff, but this bluff is reported to be extremely unsafe. I could never go anywhere so frightening. Oh, friendly readers, please go to the bluff. I beg your help, exploration team members. From Venona. I think it was cut off. Venona. T. Wait a second, are we gonna fetch an item that someone dropped? I would rather do something that's more of an adventure, you know? I'd rather look for treasure, explore unknown places, things like that. Hush. You are a baby. Yet you will do as I say. Now pay attention. I'll repeat the warnings again to make sure they stick. Don't die. Anyway. Get on with the job or else we will throw you out on the streets and will literally die. Ah yes, the bluff's entrance. The description said the pearl is deep on the 7th level. Sounds like a seriously dangerous place, so let's go. Fancy entrance. I don't think I have any... No, I don't have any ranged stuff. I'll try and fly. Yeah, cool. Oh my god, why do you have color change? Alright, I think the abilities are random too. What does the pink bow do? Oh, it just boosts all your stats. I guess I'll give that to myself. And I guess you can have the defense scarf. What was I trying to look at? Oh, yeah. Alright, what abilities do I have? Chlorophyll and natural cure. I mean, I'm not going to complain about natural cure. But chlorophyll is not very good on a Scizor. Join Pepperoni Boardwalk. Oh my god. And like some Pokemon can actually have multiple abilities, so that's cool. So more recoil. Sandvale was actually pretty decent on a Gastrodon. Huh. Alright then. Yeah, roll up. I mean, I guess you could use Egg Bomb instead of, like, Thunderbolt, you know? Yeah, I'm gonna love manual mode. That's amazing. Oh my god, more stuff that we can't buy. Do we have money? No. Excuse me? What do you mean I picked it up? Am I gonna die already? No. No, I am not taking any... No, I'm not even gonna chance this. Like, okay, so for those unaware, don't mess with Kecleon. They will kill you. And that's not a joke. They're the strongest enemies in the game. Sticky Moonstone. Kiki. A Sticky Cacnea Spike. Yeah, these are extremely useful. Oh my god. You have Bullet Seed. At least they're using that on me. What do you mean I became terrified? Oh, and a stench. I'm just gonna move. Oh yeah, Thunderbolt. Just be extra sure. Oh yeah, Gaster was slowed. Sticky Sky Gift. Oh, it's Sticky Sandstorm. Why is everything sticky? Yeah, okay. Alright, I will take these, though. This is useful later. Did you know you gain experience by defeating enemies? Who would have thunk it? Splat. How come Splash is the only TM that isn't sticky? Mud Shot. You know, what's my special attack looking like? Why is my special attack higher than my normal attack? That's odd. No one can learn it. That's unfortunate. Are you kidding me? We have monster houses already? Oh my god. Alright, come here. We need Thunderbolt right now. Oh my god. I can actually use Chlorophyll. Uh-huh. Why do you have pressure? Oh my god. What do you mean this is a disaster? This is the second dungeon. I only have to make it to the 7th floor. Please hit things this time. God, I'm so glad that Gaster has a Thunderbolt because, like, that's such a good move. Oh, dude, I can just one-turn fly right now. That's amazing. Triple kick. It's better than Destiny Bond. Good, I leveled up. Yeah, we can do one with Thunderbolt. Roar of Time. Excuse me? Oh my god. Everything missed. And all it took was one hit. Wow. You know, I probably should have detected for this. I'm just not realizing this. Alright, I gotta use Rest. That's fine. Thunderbolt again. Can't take any chances. Oh, thank you for healing me. One turn fly. Yeah, I didn't think I would actually get use out of that. Oh my god, I finally got ammo that I can throw. Sandy orb. Oh, what does that do? No. That's bad. There's actually, like, some items with, like, typos in them. And they're not good. It's kind of a neat idea. Are you kidding me? Someone can learn Splash but not Mud Shot? I should probably get rid of these, though. God, this is only the second floor. Good God. Oh my God. Okay, can the rest of the dungeon be easy? Please? God, we actually got into a secret room, which is, like, really rare, and then a monster house immediately after. What the hell? You have bullet punch. Cool. Yeah. Thanks for the mirror shot. One of these has to hit. I guess. Wait, did you just seal my item? Yeah, I only get one of these, I'm pretty sure. So you're not gonna do that. Warp Scarf isn't terrible. It has its uses. Help your partner be a smart teammate by tweaking his IQ skills and tactics settings, and stuffing them with gummies. Let's save some Thunderbolts. You have 2 uses left. Oh my God. Great, I leveled up. C-Bomb? No one can use this. Come on. I might as well use this ginseng on me. What is this? Wonder Chest sounds good. Boosts your experience points. Yeah. Bye, Cacnea Spike. I don't need you. That is a Togekiss. Are you kidding me? This is the second monster house. Why? Stop it. This is the second dungeon. Oh my God. And the stairs are right there. Why? Stop it. Stop wasting your Thunderbolts. Well. Oh my God, you have got to be kidding me. I don't have any healing items at all. Because it's the first dungeon. Detect. So that you don't die. And what's pretty great is that this lasts multiple turns. I forget how long, though. I know it's at least 3 or 4. Out of Thunderbolts. That's cool. Oh my god. Can I just detect again? Amazing. Okay, so we're keeping this. Why? This is awful. Please, just hit. Thank you. I mean, at least we leveled up really quickly. That's something. Mega Kick. Yeah, I think I like that more than a Psycho Boost. Awesome, I leveled up. Oh no, Detect wore off. Yeah, Detect is amazing. I take it back. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hit. Please. Deep Sea Tooth. Yeah, I don't need that. Please die. Detect again. God. This move is ridiculous. Ooh, it's Sunny. One turn fly. Kill the egg with an egg. Yeah, you get out of the way of that. Patsy ban. Gold Gummy, that's Psychic? I can give it to Gasser, I guess. No? Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. What? We should not have survived that. We really shouldn't have. That must be Venonat's Pearl. Let's hurry back with it. God. That was, like, hilariously bad luck. That pearl must be propped in my head, you see. I missed it so much. I just couldn't settle down without it up there. How does it stay on you? So it's just boinging and spoinging everywhere. That's why I'm covered in dings and bumps. Because that's what Venonats do. Spring around everywhere. But, you know, thanks to you, that nightmare's over. You have my sincere thanks. Here you go, protein. I can probably throw away something. I don't need a Moonstone. Calcium. No worries, Seed. I don't need that either. Also an iron. Stop giving me things. I don't have storage yet. Oh, we have to keep the deluxe boxes. I'm sure they'll be useful at some point. I guess I'll keep the Sky gift. I don't need a Hurl Herb. Hurl, or however you pronounce that, I don't need it. You also given 2,000 Poke, incredible. Oh wow, 2,000 Poke? All this money is for us? Of course, that's nothing compared to my pearl's value. Farewell. We're rich. We got rich just like that. Well done, team. Now hand that money over, if you please. Huh? Most of the money from jobs go to the guild master, you see. And your team's share of the money comes out to this much. Huh? We only keep 200 Poke? This game is painfully realistic. That's awful. Well, that's the guild's rule. We make the money, you die. We simply have to accept. Simply have to accept it. Huh. Or else we will throw you out in the streets. Yo, thanks for waiting, everyone. I make the food around here, apparently. I finished making dinner. Come on. Dinner is on. Yeah. Okay, so you're telling me that there's an actual animation for Cyndaquil eating, and it just doesn't eat. Cyndaquil just sleeps instead. Huh? How? That's weird. Listen, Drum. Wasn't today hectic? So much happened. You got that right. But I'm relieved that our first job was a success. It was really upsetting how Kingdom's guild took most of the money. That's just the cost of training, I guess. And capitalism. And corporations exploiting the workers. You know, this is a Pokemon game. This is getting oddly real. Anyway, we can't do anything about it, so I guess we'll just succumb to capitalism. But what made me really happy today, though, was getting thanked by Venonat. Anyway, I'm getting sleepy. I'm gonna sleep. We'll just do this again tomorrow. Goodbye. God, that's such a great sleeping animation. So how's your randomized run going? You know, almost died twice. Had 2 monster houses. In the 2nd dungeon. Up and at 'em this morning. Good morning. Yeah, let's save. Let's keep playing the video game. Sure. And 3. Smiles go for miles. Okay, Pokemon, time to get to work. Yeah. Oh, you two, still wandering around lost, it seems. Well, come with me. I guess. Please. Give us inventory. Not inventory. Please give us storage. Huh? Last time we did a job, it was from the other side of the board. Board on the other side, correct. Today, we'll have you do a job list on this side. How is this different from the board on the other side? Take a closer look. You go after criminals. They're wanted posters. They all look pretty cool. Hey, famous explorers? Who are these Pokemon? Pokemon posted here are criminals, outlaws, shady characters. They've committed crimes like tax evasion. Can you imagine that? Tax evasion? I've definitely never done it. Never. Ever. I've given the IRS exactly what I've owed. And nothing more. Anyway, enough about me. They're outlaws? Correct. So there are bounties on our heads. Other words, there's a cash reward if you capture one. And we take most of it, so please do that. Wow, you're telling us to catch these outlaws? You can't be serious. That's not possible. People don't just commit crimes. Just joking. Anyway, I'm not joking about the badness, though. They are very bad. And you might die. But some of them are just petty thieves, so, you know, you might not die. But you might die. But you might not. We don't have to give you a super bad one, so here's... I don't know, this guy tried to rob Walmart at like 3 a.m. No one really cared. But, you know, like, he tried to steal, like, a candy bar. You should probably at least tell Walmart about it. There's some are weak, but they're still bad Pokemon, aren't they? I'm scared of dangerous Pokemon. I really am. It's all part of your training. Death comes for everyone. You'll work through it, though, I'm sure. The dying. But I suppose you do need to be prepared to confront a tough opponent. So I'll have someone give you a tour of the facilities. Hey, Drifloon. Drifloon? Yup. I can't believe Bidoo's been replaced with a Drifloon. You called? God, that's such an equally derpy Pokemon. These are the new recruits that just joined us. Take them and show them around the town, or else. Yes, sirree, by golly, I'll do just that. Yup. Please stop talking. This is Drifloon. He's one of our fellow apprentices. Why pay attention to what Drifloon has to say and follow his orders to the letter, or else. Off you go. Ah, shucks, I'm overjoyed. Why is that? I'm glad to have members, juniors me. I'm almost overcome right now. I was always the lowest on the totem pole. Now I can boss someone else around. Now I get to be the one who bosses people around. Before you all signed on, I was the most recent rookie. Well, I best show you around. Come with me, please. More tutorials. I don't even remember what this is. Tell you the truth, I don't have any idea what that Pokemon's up to. He always seems to be fiddling around with that cauldron back there. I'm sure what he's doing is perfectly legal. Anyway. That's the mess hall. There's rooms over there. This here leads to the affluent wood. Sure. Alright, let's go outside for once. I am talking a lot today. Stupid text. You can save here at the watering hole. There is a second save point. What good game design. Oh, and you can also randomize the overworld music like in town and stuff, but I chose not to do that because that sounded annoying. Because you can spend a lot of time here sometimes, so I don't want to get an annoying track, you know? Because this song's kind of a banger. I'm not gonna lie. This is the main square over the local Pokemon. It's called Giant Settlement. You're not wrong. Oh, I can tell you about Treasure Town too. That's what it's actually called. That over there is Shelter Bank. And that over there... Oh my god. The guy who tried to steal a rock also reteaches us moves. Oh my god. What a plot twist. Looks like Burmy isn't here today. Oh my god, the Larvitar market. The Licky Licky storage. No. Oh my god, that's amazing. Is the Licky Licky gonna lick all our stuff before we put it in there? Please, let me store my things. There's just a Flareon walking around. And that should do it. You sure know a lot, yes sirree, and that's good to know. Alright then, come find me when you're ready to go. I'll give you a helping hand with selecting the right outlaw for you. Thank you, Drifloon. You've been really nice. Golly, you're embarrassing me. Aw, shucks. Aw, heck. Oh, darn. Man. I'll be waiting in the guild's upper underground floor for you. Goodbye. I guess I'll store my money. Oh. It doesn't change the NPC that you actually talk to. That's disappointing. Oh well. They're changing the overworld, that's good enough. Our own team, CG, is one of them. We're Traininos and Hippopotas. Our team name, CG, combines our names. Was this supposed to be Seedot and Pidgey? I don't remember, so remember it. Hey, you there. I'm Obama Snow. That also sounds like Fat Albert, apparently. You're the new rookies of the guild, aren't you? Hey, my name's Obama Snow. I'm on Friends of Killer's Guild too, hey. You know what's going on or whatever? You come ask me, you got that? Hey. Oh my, I think that's supposed to be Core Fish. Eek. Oh my gosh, the new guild member recruits. Delighted to meet you. Oh my god, a Cranito saying oh my gosh is like objectively funny. You get all sorts of things here. It's quite convenient. You build a stock of items that will aid your explorations. Also, Tranidos is cooler than Sunflora. That is a fact. Our exploration team is called Team Tasty. Because I'm a chicken. That cool name was thought up by my partner Perugly next to me. What do you think? Cool name, am I right? Oh my god. Why did I pick the name Team Tasty? Well, anyway. I think that's how my partner will think of me eventually. Oh. So, like... What, was that like a will they, won't they thing, or a... They might be into vor. Let's just move. Let's just pretend we didn't hear that conversation. Welcome to the Kecleon shop. Even though there's like Larvitars and stuff. Also, this is random. Zero's throwing. What a steal. God, only 25 Poke? What a steal. I mean, that's useful. Not right now. God. This is terrible. Mr.'s Larvitar. Aw, little Shellos and Beautifly. Welcome, my young friends. Hello, may I buy an apple? I wish to suck the nectar. Oh, most certainly. Thank you, Mr. Larvitar. No, thank you, my young friends. You are to be admired. You know, it would have been really cool if they made the purple Kecleon like the shiny version of it. Although that would probably be required to make a shiny sprite for like literally every Pokemon in the game, so that might be asking too much, but you know, that'd be a cool idea. You see, those delightful children are brothers. Yes. A Shellos and Beautifly brothers. You know what? I'm gonna Google this right now. Is it possible for them to be siblings? One of their parents is a Ditto. Amazing. Lately, their poor mother has fallen sick. Their poor Ditto mother. So those youngsters come and do the shopping for her. It's quite remarkable, though very young. They've stepped up and taken charge. How beautiful. Hey, so, yo, what's the hurry? What makes you return in such a rush? We got an extra apple. We didn't pay for this. Oh. It's on the house. It'll be the only time this will ever happen, so, you know, treasure it forever. Oh, really? Thank you. Oh, no, don't worry, my friends. Do take care on your way home. This will never happen again. Youch. Sorry to bother you. Thank you so much. Yeah, here, have the apple. But suddenly... Huh? What was that? Dizzy, or am I? A vision. Help. What was that? I heard a shout for help in my head. I'm going crazy, anyway. Did that shout come from you? Something the matter? Hey, Beautifly. What's going on? Hurry home. Oh my god. Is Beautifly the younger brother? God. Anime moment. Are you alright? Yep. We're done with our shopping, so we should leave now. Goodbye. I am coming. Those little guys are cute. As long as you don't think about it for too long. Oh, the fully evolved Pokemon is the younger brother. What's the matter, Drum? Did I hear a shout for help just then? No? Why would I hear anything like that? Are you crazy? Anyway. Hear anything strange just a moment ago? Nah. Just the sweet sounds of capitalism. Sounds like the Loverstar brothers didn't hear anything odd either. You must have imagined it. Or you're going crazy. No, I didn't imagine it. I am crazy. That shout that I heard. It was so real. Man. Maybe I am crazy. Are you daydreaming? Come on, stop being an idiot. Jolteonic. Jolteonic. A weapon to be thrown. I'm throwing eyes in the air and arc. Huh. Gracidea. Use it on Ninetales and... A beautiful flower that blooms on Sky Peak and in the Ninetales village. Are you kidding me? Ninetales village. That is... Okay, I have barely seen Naruto. But that has to be a thing in that somewhere. Like a Ninetales village. Or something. I guess Ninetales can become Sky Shaman? Okay. Okay, so like this shop is gonna be completely useless, and that's terrifying. Anyway, take my stuff. Yeah, so like, I have L and speed up on the same button, and I can't really change that. So I'm just gonna take off the speed up button later. But for now, I guess I have to deal with it. So I have to use the other, like ZL button thing instead of just L. You know what? Can I use this sky gift I know it's a thing at some point that you can use. Give. Maybe I can use it later. I'm just gonna Google what that is real quick. Okay, we have to get it. We have to do that later. All right. I'm assuming the stuff you get from is random. Hopefully, it's actually decent. Yo, are you two the new apprentices of the guild? And hello, the name's Flareon. I'm no good at sitting still. Always bursting with energy. Great to meet you. We're Team Ebony. A love disc and a weeping bell travel the world. Man. My favorite things, darlings, well, do I ever have an eye for sparklies? I keep telling my partner that we should seek out flashy baubles and glamorous glitch, but Love Disc always reacts coolly to my suggestions. Alright, so I have no idea what Pokemon these even replace. Let's just pretend that it's completely fine. So I can't do anything yet with that yet. Honestly, I don't think I can do anything. Oh, what's going on over here? Yay. Thank you. Please, it's nothing. Oh my god. What's going on? Oh, hi. Some time ago, we lost an item that's pretty important to us. We've been looking all over for it, but we haven't found it yet. Then Mr. Poliwag came along. This Shellos has a different portrait every time they talk, and he says he may have seen a lost item somewhere. He even offered to help us look for it. We're so happy about this. Yeah, that's great for you. Thank you, Mr. Poliwag. Oh, please. I'd have to have a cold heart to ignore kids in need. I can't turn a blind eye. I'm definitely not evil. Let us be on our way to begin our search. Yep. Whoops, excuse me. Oh no. I'm going crazy again. Poliwag sure is a nice Pokemon, isn't he? I'm impressed. With more and more bad Pokemon around, it's hard to do good deeds. It's happening again. The visions. Oh god. If you keep being difficult, it would mean big trouble for you. Help. God. The stream might have cut out at some point. Oh well. What was that? It would be nice if those little guys found their items soon. What's the matter? You're looking awfully grim. Huh? You want to tell me something? What? You had a dizzy spell, and then you saw Beautifly being threatened by Poliwag? You want to go rescue Beautifly right away? It's an emergency? Well, what you described just sounded like an emergency, but well, it's not like I don't like trust you, but you know, maybe we shouldn't be trusting random voices in our head. You know, after all, Poliwag seemed to be a sincerely nice Pokemon, didn't he? Like, surely people aren't just terrible in secret, you know? That doesn't happen ever. Not once in the history of mankind. Pokemon kind, I suppose. I watched the three of them go off earlier. They looked like they were having a good time, didn't they? You're probably just tired. Maybe that's why you just had that bad daydream. Was it? Just a bad daydream? Come to think about it, that Poliwag didn't seem like a bad Pokemon. Anyway, we're only apprentices. We can't just go around and do whatever we want. Sure, it's worrying, but we have to concentrate on our guild work for now. Let's get ourselves ready to explore. Then we go find Riftloon. It's supposed to be waiting for us on the guild's upper ground floor. Upper underground floor. That's a sentence. Hello. This ROM has been randomized with the Sky Temple Randomizer. Alright, so like here's my settings. If for some reason you want to use my seed and everything. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay, I am not going through all of this. Dummy. What? Oh yeah, here's the improvements too. Goodbye. Oh, credits. Shunsoft? What? Oh my god, there's a lot of credits here. You know what? Who did Scizor? Who did me? Quagsire. Raikou. The last author. More authors. Oh my god. Like, is this actually Shunsoft, or is it like freaking some random guy calling themselves Shunsoft? That's probably what it is, but still. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a lot of credits. Good for you guys. Save the game. Yeah, so we can just ignore those guys. But you know, it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. Worrying isn't for us. We're Team Glee. The exploration that delivers happiness. So many Pokemon in need. Just look at those boards. We have to help them. Hey. No bulletin board. Outlaw board. Huh? Are you folks all set and ready for some exploring? Sure. Oh, yes, sirree. Wrecking you all already. Expect yourselves a law break for you to find. Oh, you got your pick of this sorry bunch of characters. What should we pick? How about I do the choosing? Don't choose don't choose anyone too scary. I hear you. Alright, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Updating listings. Yeah, so there's just like a panel. They just flip over and change stuff. It's pretty neat. A Pokemon named Piloswine swaps out the old jobs with the new ones. Piloswine? Oh my god. Updating data is Piloswine's duty. He tunnels his way to her guild. Then he flips the panel and updates the data. Isn't technology amazing? And by technology, I mean slave labor. His duty doesn't get noticed much, but it's very important. Yup, yup. That's why Pilot Swine takes such great pride in the duty he does. Is that so? Update completed. Applying the patch. Boom. Technology. Huh? What's ailing you? Why are you shivering all of a sudden? It's not cold here after all. Look at this. At the top, on the left, it's him. It's Poliwag. Yes, that is definitely a Poliwag. He's a wanted criminal. Who would have thought? So we're gonna go kill this guy. Now what's going on? Where are you all off to? Look, there's Shellos. Shellos, what's the matter? Where's the Beautifly and Poliwag? Yes, about them. So like we left. But I wound up all alone with Mr. Poliwag when someone with Beautifly. I called and called, but they didn't come back. I got scared. But, you know, it's probably fine. Which way did they go? That way. Yeah, so it's just like, oh no, this guy's totally fine. And then literally within 30 seconds of knowing him, he's like, oh no, this is not fine. They went in this direction? Yes. You're saying you saw them in a mountainous place, right? I get the feeling that they're up ahead here. How's it going? Essential Isle. Oh my god. What is this? Heal order, I guess. You know, maybe I shouldn't have randomized the names of the dungeons, because I don't know what any of this is. But realistically speaking, like, the dungeon might as well just be completely new, honestly. Like, the Pokemon in them are random, the tile sets are random, the music's random. It might as well just be a different dungeon, really. In a game that's already random. To hell and back. Egg. Oh, I got 2 attacks. Neato. 1 turn fly. Yeah, chlorophyll is surprisingly useful. Oh my god. This is one of those dungeons where the music is random every floor. Well, most floors. Yes, good. I don't like hail. Especially not when I especially don't like it when I don't have healing items. White yummy? Why is everything sticky? Coronet rock. Oh, it lets you evolve Nose Pass and Magneton, yeah. Why? Why would you put a trap right there? Stop hailing. It's annoying. Lava Plume could be very useful. Okay, so these are apparently very common. Hello, final boss. Good afternoon and congrats, you found the secret bazaar. I'm Primal Dialga, the bazaar guide. Feel free to explore the shops here. Like, God. What? I don't have any money. God, I would love to, but I don't have money. So Azelf just runs the lottery shop, basically. You have items that have gone sticky. Oh wait, I think this is supposed to be Licky Licky. God, I wish I could use all of these. Yeah, this stuff is supposed to be rare. I got both of these within 2 dungeons. That was an explosion trap. Why are there so many traps? Freaking a sticky gummy? Why is everything sticky? Oh, wait. I just wasted fly. I forgot that fly was... I forgot about Sunny Day, okay? What's the prism ticket? Win a prize. Oh, okay. That's for the recycle shop. That's later. Aight, I'ma head out. That was very unlucky and then very lucky. Attack order works room wide. Oh god. That's great to know. Oh my... Stop giving me items that I can't use. Oh my god. I swear, I'm gonna get a Reviver Seed, and it's gonna be, like, sticky, and I'm not gonna be able to use it. Bruh. What the hell? This thing just Brave Bird me. Oh god. This is gonna be interesting. The next morning. Gaster, stop getting all the good moves. Yeah, I don't know what Lava Plume does in this game. Info. So yeah, this is Fire Thunderbolt, basically. Honestly, I think I'll get rid of Egg Bomb. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, wait. Does Metagross just disappear because it's supposed to be a Diglett that digs into the ground? I think that's what's happening. God. Well, this is going to be an interesting game. I mean, I guess I can use a Thunderstone. I also put away the Plain Seed. just for the recycle shop later. You know what? I don't have any money. But let's see what you have. None of this would be useful even if I had money. Leaf stone. God, this shop is gonna be completely useless. And again, that's terrifying. You know what? I'm gonna go through the first dungeon one more time. What is full labyrinth? I think Fatal Lair was the first dungeon by the beach. Yeah, I think this is it. Oh, thank God. Mix elixir? Are you kidding me? Alright, so this place is only 4 floors. I'm gonna try and get items here. Like anything. Please. Spatial... Why do you... Why do you know Spatial Ren? Get out of here. Can I hit you, please? Just die. There's another bead roll on this floor. Wonderful. Okay, Lava Plume was a very good investment. What is this? Scope lens? Maybe that's useful. Boost crit ratio. Please hit. God. Fly it is. And that is why I like it that you can control party members. There's... Is that Dragonair trapped? Okay, it's not trapped. Because it would have been hilarious if it was. I have no clue if that's the thing that could happen. Maybe it can, under, like, extreme circumstances. I haven't seen it before, though. They just, like, spawn in a place they can't get out of. And also, having a water type on our team is really useful, because water tiles are really common. Oh my god. I'm assuming Gold Fang is decent. Not entirely what I'm looking for, though. You know, I just want, like, some kind of item that's useful to me. In a particular in most situations, like an Oranberry or, like, an apple or something. You know, so like some max elixirs, some reviver seeds. You know, the usual good stuff. I mean, I guess I'll take an Iron Thorn. That's not bad. It's useful. Why are there so many long hallways in this? Bounce ban. Bounce is throwing items back. That would occasionally be useful. Oh, Mantine. You have got to be kidding me. He stole the one item that was invaluable to me. You have got to be joking. No. Just zap him, please. Thank you. Alright, we are being carried by Gaster. Like, it's unreal. Hey, thank you. Thank you for being immune to the one move he had. Okay, so he has more than one move. Just gonna hit you with a Mega Kick, though. Please. Go away. Please, just zap him. That's all I ask. Oh my god. Like, attack order hits the entire room. Why? If you could stop dodging everything, that would be wonderful. How did that not kill? Sir. That didn't kill? How? What, you know Dark Void. What the hell? Get out of here. And it had Aftermath? Why? This is actual physical pain. These are not the stairs. Oh my god. This dungeon is pain. And it's literally the first dungeon. Why? We're over-leveled for this, and we're still struggling. Genuine pain. And I'm getting hungry. And I have no food. What does Heart Swap do? Why does Gaster get all the moves? Oh. Just swaps stat levels. Just swaps stat ups. Very useful. I know it's a move the Manaphy has. Mud Shot. Alright, a Pecha Berry. That's not bad. But I have to eat it right now. Cause like if you get low on alright, so like here's how hunger works. Goes down throughout the dungeon, and like if your belly gets to 0, you just rapidly lose health until you die of hunger. It is very painful. Why do you know Eruption? Oh my god. Why do you know Eruption? My one weakness. I did that. What did that? You have got to be kidding me. Stop it. This dungeon is made to kill me. Inflict me with like physical, mental, and emotional pain. Getting dizzy from hunger. Well, yeah, well, I don't have any food, so... Nectar. Oh my god. There is an apple right there, and I can't eat it because I don't have any money. Oh my god. I guess I have to ingest this. Efficiency expert. I don't want to eat the citrus berries. Okay, so like these are pretty much perks mostly. It's usually for like the AI. But some of them are just like random buffs too. Okay. That's not useful for me. But, you know, I guess. This is all I can really do. I mean, hey, that works. Big Apple, my beloved. I don't have any money. Well, that's the end of the dungeon, though. It is time to go back. Alright, let's try this dungeon again. Off to Essential Isle. It is essential that we go to Essential Isle. You know, that 200 Poke I got from the mission is the only money I've actually found so far. God. Oh yeah, I've hit selecting and like sort your inventory. That's cool. Okay, we are going to try the dungeon again. I didn't think I'd be having troubles this early on. What's this full labyrinth, though? Let's see what this is first. What in the hell? This definitely isn't in the regular game. Why did that do nothing? Okay, we're just gonna reset the game and pretend that didn't happen. This is why I saved. Yeah, so, that's not in the game normally. So we can rename your team here. Like, do settings and stuff. That's neat. Okay, so... again, we're just gonna pretend that didn't happen. Here's the actual try, though. Like, this looks like some kind of... test dungeon. Violent Seed. Why is everything sticky? Good God. This place looks cool, though. Why can't everything just one-shot me? Okay, so we are clearly not supposed to be here yet. Let's just pretend that it doesn't exist. I was hoping that it would be like a random placeholder dungeon so that you can like get items and stuff. But this game is apparently not that kind. Essential Isle it is. Stop with the traps. I've had it with these stupid traps. Oh my God. Mobile orb. Ramming a mobile orb into a house. Stop. Why are there so many traps? Piplup. What are you doing in a volcano? Also, why is it hailing in a volcano? What does Lunar Dance do? I don't think I want to find out. Oh, thank God. The stairs. The secret bazaar that I cannot use because I lack money. Cool. Why? You know, flare blitz. Sir. Cease. What? So I'm gonna detect, like, right now. And they have healing moves. Alright, so think about it this way. Either they could have used Flare Blitz on me instead and would have instantly killed us. Can Thunderbolt please hit? That's all I ask. To just hit. You know? Can this move be useful? Water Pulse. Wonderful. Yeah, I'll get rid of Rest. Oh, Water Pulse is a very good move for Scizor. Oh, well. Okay, does this cut corners? No. Detect. Oh god. It didn't work. Well, this is a bad idea. Okay, so my thought process was I used that twice. Well, honestly, you probably would have lost it anyway. Alright, so what are the damages? Do we reset? Oh my god. This is the third dungeon. What the hell? Okay, so we didn't really lose anything. This poor Beautifly has been suffering for days. Can't do anything about it. We just have to pray that we don't get bad luck. Because I can't really do anything. How many floors does this place even have? It has 9 floors. At least I think it has 9 floors. Well. Amazing. I guess I can keep trying for a little bit before the end of the stream. Hopefully, I can actually get through this place, you know? Oh my god. Why is this a thing? This is the third dungeon. Oh, a Blissey. Beautiful. Oh, another Blissey. Yeah, this seems like a great place to grind for experience. And it's the first floor, too. I'm assuming that each floor has, like, a random set of Pokémon. I'm not completely sure how it works. I don't like you doing that. Please die. Why? Yeah, no, I'm just gonna hold A and B to use up my turn until I'm not confused. This is painful. Why? Oh my god. I got the Whooper. Mega kick, please. That doesn't do... Oh my... I've cringed. This man has posted cringe. I am cringing from the cringe. Why? I am no longer cringing. So we kick him in the face. Oh boy. Ice types have boosted speed. Beautiful. Oh, this is a big room. I don't like that. Don't step on the trap. Oh, Swampert. I'll just fly, so you don't hit me. Yeah, I could do that too. That works. Am I getting greedy? Kinda wanna go toward the item. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave the item. Hope it's not something useful. Wonderful, Gaster. You beautiful human being, you. Gasteron. Why are there so many Jolteon rocks? Is this even an item in the normal game? I've never heard of this before. Why would you use... Okay, 1. Why would you use Thunderbolt? And 2, why did Thunderbolt kill? Because I know immunities aren't really a thing in Mystery Dungeon. It just does very little damage. But, like... What? Having a ranged attack is really nice, though. Especially given our situation of dying constantly. doesn't pair well with the fact that I gained speed and sunlight, but... Eh. Oh my god. Wait, what? Oh my god. It confused itself too? Oh my god. Why? Why would you do that? Please kill. Wonderful. Please stop being confused. Wonderful. Amazing. Yeah. Just go to the stairs. Okay, I guess. I'm sorry? I have nothing. Wonderful. Again, we are gonna be carried by Gaster. What does Lunar Dance do? Okay, so Staraptor's almost dead. That's good. I guess triple kick. Also, Wailord is very big. That's hilarious. Detect. Excuse me. Are you telling me the spore hits the entire room and puts everyone to sleep? I'm sorry. That is actual bullshit. Drum does not get to play the video game. No. No. I don't get to play the video game. Well, that didn't go well. Yeah, it didn't. Oh my... Is this just gonna be how this game is gonna be? Because that's horrifying. Yeah, well, let's just live with the consequences. You know what? Maybe I should put my items in the storage. That seems like a good idea. God, my storage is halfway full already. This is a disaster. Oh my god. Why? Triple kick. You know, I always forget that I can just do this. Oh well, details. Water pulse. Excellent. Amber tier. What is that? Uh-huh. We're going to be the most precious of even the rarest treasures. How about the team leader? Easy to recruit defeated Pokemon to the team. Well, that's useless right now, seeing as we can't recruit other members yet. You know, that's going to be really nice, having more firepower. Because, good God, what? Even the Starlies are menacing. You know, when I was making fun of them earlier in the intro, you know, maybe they were right. Everything. Starlies are very scary. They know yawn. Stop it. I hate all of you. Stop hitting Gaster. For the love of God, stop hitting Gaster. I can do that. Okay, detect is amazing. Like, genuine MVP, detect. Yeah, Thunderbolt. There's like a few things weak to electricity. Ominous wind. Ominous. And wind. E. Yeah, let's go Lava Bloom. Oh my God. I hate you so much. Why? This is the first floor. Can I do anything? I'm a run. That's clearly the better option. Yeah, let's just run. I got nothing. Detect wore off again. Wonderful. I can't use anything else yet. Die. Oh no. This is pure, genuine pain. Is it over? Can't believe we died for a blue gummy we couldn't even use. That was the first floor. Oh my god. Why? Please tell me I at least got to keep the blue gummy. No, I didn't. Alright, well, we'll stop there for today. So next time, when I suffer through this, we're gonna try to rescue Beautifly. Emphasis on try, because it's clearly not working. Until then, this has been fun. Take care, everyone.